Alright, we are in Mos Eisley. We're going to get the entertainer buffs, doctor buffs, the daily mission quest, and I'll get the entertainer buff to level a pet. And then what we'll do is I'm going to edit a lot of the movement and running around and all that stuff out because you've already seen that. Just so we can kind of watch the pet get leveled up a little bit, see where our level goes, and turn in the mission terminal and get some money on us. But before they do that, we've got these credit chips. We're going to transfer these to our bank account. Now we have got 33,000. So we've got a little bit of money, so we've got some room to move now. All right, see you in a second. All right, we're back. We've got this mission terminal. I don't know. Normally that disappears every day. I'm going to delete it. It could just be because of our level. It doesn't go away very quick. So we're going to click on this. We're going to grab the mission terminal. We're going to accept it. Now it's actually showing the mission terminal. We need to do 5 of them. It wasn't showing that originally. So I think it just hadn't cleared out. Alright, we got a Beastmaster token. This is the Beastmaster vendor. You actually can use these. So we got a token. Here is the multicolored beast illuminator. Here's some jewelry. You can actually get jewelry and it does things like incubation time reduction, centrifuge processing, enzyme processing. There's jewelry sets. So this jewelry is bioengineering jewelry. All of this, if you really want to try to be a crazy beast making machine, you can actually get these pieces of jewelry, match up the sets, and get some really good buffs and benefits. You've got auto enzyme centrifuge, auto elemental processing. I don't know what those are. I've never done that. But if you want to get into Beastmaster, you want to try to come up with some really cool stuff, you want to get those tokens. Those tokens are very hard to get. You know, it's just a random chance. I just happened to get one. That's the first one I've ever gotten. You've got this right here. You can get DNA for a scorpion, clicknick, or whatever that is. So, yeah, that's cool. Alright, we're at the mission terminal. We want to level our pet. So we're doing the daily missions. If we're doing the daily missions just to try to level us really quick, what are we going to do? We're going to get these ones that are people missions where you go fight people. Like this one wants us to kill the Rhodian clan. But we want to kind of level our pet up as well. So what we really want to do is find animal missions, because animal missions work different. So there's some lizards. Let's take that. That's a level 16 mission. I'm a level 17. I want something a little higher than that. That's an 18. That's Desert Squill. Yep, let's take that one. It is, what direction? Hang on, let's cancel. It's to the south. So let's take that. So now let's see if we can find another mission that's to the south that is some type of beast. So that's a mission. There we go. Cannibal Dewbacks, it's 15. That's not high enough. That's not to the south. There's to the southwest. That is 18. That is Matriarch Bantha layer. 18's to the south. We're going to take that. So 2 missions is your max. We've got a swoop, so we're going to use our swoop, and I'll see y'all at the mission. Alright, I'm at the mission. These are the level 18 Banthas. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to level our pet. The pet is level 1. If I send the pet in to try to contribute to this fight, do anything, you hit the attack button, the pet's going to get killed almost instantly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pet on passive and leave it right here. Now, we might run into a problem. If these things AoE, then it might also kill the pet. The idea is to try to level the pet. We want to try to level it quickly, but if I try to include it in the fight, it's not going to get experience. Dead pets don't level. So we're just going to try to sit there and try to get some experience. We're going to see what happens. As long as these things aren't AoEing, every time I kill something, this pet will get experience and it'll start leveling. It's level 1. So let's start the fight. First off, what I'm going to do is we're going to put our buffs on. I did get the pet leveling experience buff, so it gets 20% more experience. If I use that stem, this thing will get a ton of experience. But we're going to kind of skip that. Well, it doesn't look like it's AoE to heck with it. Let's let the pet attack. It's not really going to do any damage, it's level 1, but hey, why not? There we go. 1 kill, the pet is now level 2. If I examine the pet, we're going to see that it actually is loyalty progress is 54. I believe there's actually experience gain is turned on. You can turn it off so that it doesn't outrun you. It's joyous. Its loyalty is wild. That's interesting. Loyalty level progress is 3%. So that's wrong. That's the loyalty leveling. This is the level leveling. So it had no experience. It had nothing. And we got 1 level, and it's already a level and a half from 1 kill. It has 3,841 health. I'm level 17 and I have 6,551. So at level 2, this thing is half my level. It has 211 armor. It actually does DPS of 16.5 at level 2. That is because this is a 52-point pet. If this thing was a 3-point pet or a 5-point pet or an 8-point pet or something like that, these numbers would be substantially lower. So those points make a big difference because it gives you all these percentages and these buffs. So it's really good. So let's harvest this. We can harvest bone, meat, hide. Let's pull the hide just to see what kind of hide it is. We got a whole 31 units. The hide is overall quality of 606, shock resistance of 527. It's not terrible. Decay resistance of 888. It's not terrible. That's something an armor smith can use. Can be kind of handy. And if we get into the crafting, all those numbers will make a little bit of a difference. So let's kill the next one. Now I'm not going to sit here and constantly kill these things and record it, and that'd just be boring watching the same thing over and over and over again. But I am going to include a little bit of it because I want y'all to be able to see how this kind of works. There we go. Pet's dead, or the creature's dead. Pet leveled again. The pet is now level 3 off 2, and it is 9% into the next level. So pets level very quickly. Okay, so we've got a creature layer instead of the other layer. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to tag it 1 time, and then I'm going to stop shooting. Because what that does is see, it spawns somebody right beside me. If I am attacking this thing, it will continue to spawn, and it can overwhelm you. If you have your pet on aggressive, your pet will start attacking this thing, and it will spawn all sorts of stuff and get you killed pretty quick. So we're going to kill these things, and then I'll bring you back when we're about to kill the lair. Alright, real quick, I was going to wait until the layer was almost dead, but remember that when you're actually attacking a creature layer, you're going to get 3 waves. So you're going to have the initial wave where you drive up and there's a couple of monsters or creatures, you kill them, then you shoot it, and shoot it once, and it'll stop and it'll spawn the next wave. I'm the only player in this, so it only has 2 creatures that are spawning. If this was a full group of 8, it might spawn 16 creatures or something. Alright, so I shot it. The layer's halfway down. It spawned somebody. So now we get the 3rd wave. I don't know if this is going to level me or not. I'm about halfway through the level, maybe a little less than halfway. When we finish this mission, because you get more experience when you finish the mission, it might bump me up into 18. So look how long it's taken to kill this thing. When we hit 18, we'll be able to use that next weapon, which is, 160 DPS. This is 50 DPS. It'd be interesting to see how much it is. So at this point, I finished the last wave, so now it's just a matter of just killing the lair. I'm going to put the creature on it. I'm going to put little T-Rex on it and let him kind of contribute, just beat this thing down. Alright, the lair is killed. I hit level 18. Let's check out the pet. The pet is level 4. Let's see what little T-Rex's level progression. Level progression is 337%. So the little T-Rex got some experience from the mission as well. I think little T-Rex got like 9,000 or something. It even popped up and said what he got. I got 2,588, but I am a fourth of the way into the next level, or almost a fourth of the way, so I clearly got way more than that. I've got 49 more experience payouts. Doesn't show me what little T-Rex got, but he is 337% into the next level. What that means, though, is that when I shoot something, he'll just instantly level to the next level. It doesn't, jump, right? You're not going to go from level 4 to level 8 in one hit. You have to progress them through each level. But, like in this situation, it got way more experience than it needed. So it'll just, like, instantly level to the next level with just one kill. So, let me see. I think there was some stuff around here. Here's some level 10 boars. These things don't really give me any experience, probably. I got some new abilities. I also got the ability to use that weapon. So, let me get it out. Alright, so let's bio-link it. What that means is this is the only character will ever be able to use it because it's bio-linked. I think other games, I can't remember what it is, Bound or something like that. This is Star Wars, so we bio-link in Star Wars. So yes, I want to bio-link it. So now I can equip it, and so now it is my weapon. So let's check out little T-Rex. Let's do examine. He is 337 into the next level. We're going to just shoot that. It's level 10, so we might get a little experience off of it. There we go. Little T-Rex is now 196% in the next level and is level 5. Let's see if this layer has one other guy. There it is. So let's shoot this one. Let's let him go in there. Because he's catching up, right? There we go. Now he is 89% into the next level. He's already level 6. So he was level 1 when we started this. Now he's level 6. That's how awesome that is. Alright, so I'm going to pick it up. You'll see me at the final turn-in. I'm going to go ahead and run all these missions. So I'm going to pause the recording. And then we'll see what the stats are on Little T-Rex when we're done. And how close we can get him to our level. He's almost caught up in health. He's just, what, 2,000 below me, maybe. Looks like 2,800 below me. His armor is 635. DPS is 38.5. So we'll see what it looks like when we get to the end. Alright, we are going to try something real quick. If it works, I'll keep it in the video. If it doesn't work, I'll take it out. This guy is the pet trainer on Beyond. And what you do is you go talk to him. This is actually like an arena that they've made in Mos Eisley. But you go talk to him. And if you got a pet, and these are some of the pets you can actually make if you do like all the mutation stuff. Which is pretty cool. Alright, so let's see where this guy did. He walks around. Where'd he go? There he is. Beast Trainer. Alright, so this is a way for my beast to keep the attention of adversaries. I can teach you the skill that once trained your pet will enable him to generate a large amount of threat towards the opponent. I need this skill. There you go. I have learned Provoke 1. And then I can actually bring over Little T-Rex. I can do Train Pet. It will bring up his thing, and I can click and train it. Provoke 1. And now on its toolbar it has Provoke. So if I click that, it will basically taunt the target. I can then, I believe if I hit shift and right, I do, that's correct, shift and mouse, right mouse button, it will put this little swirly thing on it, and what it does is it causes it to auto cast it. So during a fight, it will start using its skills, and you can actually train up to 4 skills, and they're all sorts of skills. I can only train 1 right now because of my expertise, but let's look. I may actually have a few extra expertise now because I have leveled a couple of times. So I've got 2 expertise. So let's keep trying to go down the train the pet category. So that's a 1, that's a 3, that's improved heal. Alright, so that is, this skill improves your chance to learn abilities and may use to train your pet. We want that. We can't get in here yet. We've got to spend 8 points, and we have only spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's go ahead and put 1 more point here. Improve pet recovery, increases the amount of healing your pet receives when you revive it from... well, we'll do that later because we're not planning on having the pet die that much. But we're definitely going to want that skill. We do want to get here. We want to get there pretty quick. But we want to get some skills. So we've got creature knowledge, and I think we can do, there we go, we can have 3 more skills. We need to get down into here. So why don't, you know what, why don't we just keep going? We're trying to do that first. We want this pet to be our main focus. So now when we get another point, we'll be able to teach it 1 more skill. But I don't believe that limits our ability to train them. So I took a mission, which is the last mission, that includes dune lizards, and we are going to see if it will teach us a skill. So we'll be back when we get there. All right, we're back. All right, I'm at the mission. These are dragnets, which are basically lizards. They are level 21. Little T-Rex is an 11. So he is going to get his butt kicked, probably in some type of a fight. He's actually pretty angry right now. Let's see. It says that he is angry. Your companion is angry. This will decline to his performance. So he's minus 20% damage. We're going to feed him. We fed him. He loves this food. He is now joyous. Made a complete reversal of fortune. He just was a little hungry hippo, I guess. So what we're going to do is I'm going to fight this guy. So I targeted it. We're trying to learn a skill. We're using the mission terminals to try to do the daily missions, but I took a mission that involves some higher level lizards because they might have a skill. So I'm going to click the creature knowledge. And it says your target is too far away for creature knowledge. So I'm going to get a little closer. Creature knowledge. And it's going to tell me I'm studying the creature. Now, I don't know how to do this. If there's a right way or not. This is the way I've done it. Got my pet on passive. And I shoot it once. And then I'm going to stop. And this thing is going to start attacking me. And as it attacks me, I will watch it attack, and ultimately I might learn some type of skill. Now, it's not attacking me. Let's see if it's... There it goes. Now it's attacking. And it put some type of debuff on me or something. Let's see. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of shoot it a little bit because I want to actually kill it. And I want it to be aggressive. So maybe if I get up on it. So I have learned a new skill, Enfeeble 2. So I just learned a pet skill. Now I think that I continue to learn. There might actually be a little buff on my toolbar. Let's see if there is. I don't see anything. Alright, I think I continue to learn. I'm going to go ahead and try the button again, see if it says anything. So, study creature. Let's see if it has any other skills. So, I'm going to shoot it. And then we're just going to kind of sit here. Alright, so maybe it's got spit from a distance. Who knows? So we do want to kill it. Let's see if it'll put something else on it. This little T-Rex. Look at little T-Rex getting all big. Oh, so it provoked. So little T-Rex has the aggro. Hanging in there on damage. I can heal him. So I'm going to heal him. Let's let him kill it. Your companion has gained a level of loyalty. Nice. Alright, so let's tap the lair. Get him to spawn. There's another one. So, let's let little T-Rex on it. I'm going to hit the learn button again. I've learned Bite 2. We learned another skill. Alright, so we've got another one. I don't know if this thing's going to have more skills than that. Uh-oh. Apparently, it spawned a few. That one's doing some type of spitting action. Get him, little T-Rex. Take one for the team. All right, we killed it. So we learned 2 skills. Train skills. I cannot train them. Ability level is too high. Ability level is too high. Nice. So the little T-Rex isn't even high enough to learn from these yet. So I don't know if that means I need to learn level 1 or he just needs to be higher level. Alright, I'll come back. I'll meet you at the daily turn-in. Real quick, we learned bolster armor 2. Nice. So we have learned 4 skills. So let's go ahead and finish this off. Alright, meet you at the final terminal. Nice, we finished that one and I leveled. And I got a whole bunch of armor, so it looks like I'm level 22, which means I can wear the armor that we looted earlier. So got some new skills, got some new abilities. You know what, why don't we do this? Look at that. That is a Koopa. They look like a red tauntaun. Let's run over there and grab some DNA out of it. Let's see if I still have that ability. Jump over to command, beast, extract DNA. Let's see if we can extract some DNA from this thing. Because we don't care what the level the DNA is. DNA was stored and received. We have got level 57% Koopa DNA. So we might make a Koopa mount. Alright, see you at the terminal. Alright, we are at the mission terminal. Let's turn in. Alright, so before we do anything, I am level 22. I need 20,000 to level. This mission gives daily task. Come to the daily terminal, it gets 50,000 experience. Yes. Level. I went from level 22 to level 27 instantly with that turn in. That's incredible. Plus, I got 100,000. Let's see. Oops. Plus, I got 100,000 in money or credit, so I have 104,000 now. If you look at my inventory, you see I have a whole bunch of items in the inventory now. Because I have leveled, we actually are into the officer battle armor, which means we can wear the other armor. And we've got the DNA for the Koopa. Little T-Rex is 13. He didn't get any experience off the level. Alright, we're back in front of the cantina. We had a pretty good day. So Little T-Rex was born. Little T-Rex is now 13. We did a daily quest. We went from 17 to 27. We are now able to wear our armor, and we got ourselves a new weapon. And it looks like we may have gotten some officer quest or something that may have been given to us. So what I'm going to do is end the video here, and we'll pick back up out at the compound next time. We'll put on the good armor, and we will continue the quest. Maybe we'll go out to Java's and do the Java theme park. Thanks for watching.